I love when I'm able to open my washing machine and smell that mold smell. And I love finding those beautiful hairballs in the corners of my house. Don't you? Just kidding. I really, really hate cleaning those things. Except I actually really do like cleaning for the most part. But let's be real. We all have things we hate about cleaning, so today let's talk about 11 things that you do not want to have in your home if you hate cleaning. These are my personal opinions, and these are things that I have actually had in my home before or currently have, except for number 5. I haven't had number 5, but I do think it is a huge mistake. Number 1 is a light colored or a cream rug. Now, I cannot tell you how fast I regretted buying a fluffy cream rug. Almost instantly, it became dirty and gross. Despite my efforts, there was a lot of dirt tracked in, grass, dog hair, and food would get stuck and embedded in the rug. What was I thinking? Having a cream rug with 4 kids and a black dog. And while I even paid for a professional to come and clean my rug, it slightly helped make it look a little bit better, but it didn't last very long. It was near impossible to get that rug looking nice and clean again. So we decided to throw it out. Now, speaking of rugs, number 2 is a non-washable rug. When we replaced our cream rug, we decided to buy this washable rug. Now, it isn't super soft and it's not super plush, but I don't feel like I have to vacuum it 20 times a day because stuff isn't getting stuck inside the fibers. And what's nice is you can easily toss this in the washing machine, and that will save you money from having a professional come and clean your rug. You can see that this rug hasn't been vacuumed for a couple of days. Yeah. Let's get this hair off. And speaking of washing machines, number 3 is a front-loading washing machine. I hate cleaning this. Now, maybe top loaders nowadays aren't quite as good as they used to be, and maybe they do smell mildewy. I don't know. I don't have one. But when I had an old top loader years ago, I never smelled mildew, and I never had to leave the door propped open, or I guess the lid propped open. Now, if you do have a front-loading washing machine, you definitely want to keep the door propped open when it's not in use. You definitely are going to need to clean out this rubber seal quite a bit as well. And one option for keeping your door propped open is this little door stop. I think it's called Prop and Stop or something. I don't know. I bought it on Amazon and I will link it below if you're interested. It's super, super easy. It just has 2 magnetic ends here. So you put one little end on a little magnetic thing you put on the door, and voila, it holds it in place. Our door to our garage is right behind us, so we go in and out of this constantly. So if we had to just leave this open, it would definitely get in the way. So I love this little thing. Definitely get yourself one if you don't have one. And yes, my washing machine is pretty disgusting right now. It needs a good washing. Number 4 is stainless steel appliances. Now, I know that there is such a thing as fingerprint-proof stainless steel, but if you don't have that, they are a big pain to keep looking nice and clean. I feel like I'm constantly wiping off all of the fingerprints off of my fridge and off of my dishwasher, which are both stainless steel. Now, I told you that number 5 I do not have, but it's keeping decor on the top of your kitchen cabinets. Yeah, they are super disgusting, and I definitely need to give these a nice good clean. But can you imagine having your decor up here and having to clean off the grime and the grease and the dirt and the dust? I would just highly recommend that you just skip that. Maybe you should keep on top of cleaning it like I have not. I don't think I have actually ever cleaned on top of these. Hopefully soon I'm going to be doing a deep clean of my kitchen, and I plan on cleaning the top of these. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure you subscribe. Number 6 is a kitchen table with divots or cracks in it. When we were buying this kitchen table, I knew that the last table I had was really hard to get out of the crumbs, out of the cracks. So I really wanted a table that didn't have all the cracks, but it's really hard to find a table that doesn't have it. This one has still a bunch on the edges and a couple in the middle. There's still crumbs that get into it, but I just have to deal with it. I just wish that there was another option. I considered putting a piece of glass on top of it. I ended up not wanting to do that. There would be fingerprints all over that anyway, so maybe you don't want to do that either. Now, I know that you can vacuum out most of the crumbs that fall into the cracks. Like if I'm wiping the table, all these crumbs will fall into the cracks. So you can take a vacuum and get out the dry crumbs. But if there is a spill or something wet, it dries up and it gets disgusting. You can't really get it out with a vacuum. So I usually have to take like a knife or something that's thin and sharp enough that I can just scrape it out. And actually, I did that recently in a video where I deep cleaned my kitchen. If you are interested in watching that, I will leave the link down below as well as up here. Number 7, I only have in my kitchen, and I can't imagine having it all throughout my house, and that is quarter round. When we installed our new flooring, we had the option of just adding quarter round to the bottom of all the baseboards or removing the baseboards off and then replacing them afterwards. We chose not to add the quarter round, and I'm so glad that we did, because this gets really disgusting and dirty. It just makes another step of cleaning the baseboards, which I don't like cleaning baseboards. We ended up having to add some under our kitchen cabinets because you couldn't replace the kitchen cabinet bottoms, right? So we just added the quarter round on the bottom of our kitchen cabinets. I wish we didn't have to do that, but we did. So I would recommend not getting quarter round if that's an option for you. Just keep your flat baseboards. They're much easier to clean that way. Now, I would say that the bathroom has some of the worst things to clean. And number 8 is the worst one of all, a jetted tub. If you have one, you know that it feels almost impossible to get the water coming out of the jets to be clean. And if you don't clean it often, you will get those moldy black flakes swimming around in the water with you. If you have the option of having a soaker tub over a jetted tub, I would highly recommend getting a soaker tub and not getting the jetted tub. Just avoid it altogether. But if you do have a jetted tub, you're in luck, because I have a video on how to deep clean it, including the jets. Again, I will leave the link down below as well as right here, and you can watch that after this video. Oh, number 9 is tile in your shower. So we had to replace our shower several years ago due to water damage and mold. We used to have these flat panels. I don't know exactly what they're called, but they were flat panels, and they were actually really pretty easy to clean because you didn't have all this grout to clean. Although I really hate cleaning the shower. If you've seen some of my videos, you know that that is the thing I hate the most, and it didn't get done very often, you know, whatever. It's still harder to clean tile in the shower. The tile looks prettier for sure, but it is a lot harder to clean. Trying to clean all this grout in between each of these tile ones is really hard. Now, if you had tiny little tiles, I can't imagine. That would be even worse. The floor in my shower has somewhat small tiles, and trying to scrub and keep that clean, oh my gosh, it's near impossible. And while we're at it, not having a handheld shower head makes cleaning the shower a lot harder. It's really easy when you wipe down the shower just to spray it all down with this, instead of having to grab a big cup, a bucket, a bowl, I don't know, something where you have to stick it up in the shower, fill it up, and throw it all over the walls, right? That makes it much harder to clean the shower. Now, number 11 is probably gonna be a little bit controversial. They're dirty, they're stinky, they're messy, they get hairballs all over the house, and that is your pets. Now, I sure love my little Roxy here, but she sheds a lot, and I would have been so much happier if I had a dog that didn't shed. I know that's mean to say, because we love her. And if I didn't have my robot vacuum, I would feel the need to have to vacuum several times a day. And even if your dog doesn't shed, you still have to clean up after them. But obviously, I'm not encouraging you not to have a pet, because we sure love having a pet. But I'm just saying that they make cleaning a little bit harder. Huh, don't they? Don't you make cleaning harder? But we sure love you. You're so sweet. Yeah. I would love for you to tell me what you think about these in the comments, and which ones do you hate cleaning. And if you enjoyed this video, I really think you'll enjoy this one here, where I talk about what people with clean homes do every day. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Bye!